Imagine a world where the very system designed to protect vulnerable children with disabilities is suddenly stripped away, leaving millions without a safety net. That's the shocking reality unfolding right now under the ongoing government shutdown, as the Trump administration delivers a devastating blow to special education oversight. But stick around, this isn't just another bureaucratic cut. It's a move that's sparking fierce debates about federal power and the rights of our most at-risk kids. And trust me, this is the part most people are missing. The potential ripple effects could redefine education for generations to come. Picture this, in the heart of Washington, D.C., just outside the U.S. Department of Education building. Everyday life continues, but inside, chaos reigns. Recent sweeping layoffs announced by the Trump administration have dealt a massive hit to the department, particularly targeting the office tasked with safeguarding special education. According to several insiders who wish to remain anonymous to avoid potential backlash, this reduction in force, often called a RIF, has effectively dismantled the team, overseeing billions in funding for special needs students. We're talking about a team responsible for managing roughly $15 billion in special education grants, ensuring that states deliver essential services to over 7.5 million children with disabilities across the nation. Think of disabilities like learning disorders, physical impairments, or developmental challenges. Kids who might need extra support in classrooms, from wheelchairs to personalized learning plans. This is absolutely devastating, the office charged with protecting the rights of infants, toddlers, children and youth with disabilities, lamented one department employee who spoke to NPR. Like others interviewed, they chose to stay nameless out of fear of retaliation. From what sources reveal, nearly all staff in the Office of Special Education and Rehabilitative Services, OSERS, except for a few high-level executives and administrative helpers, were let go in Friday's RIF. This office acts like the central hub for programs aiding students with disabilities, offering not just advice to families, but also vigilant monitoring to ensure states follow federal rules. It's the backbone of compliance with the groundbreaking Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, IDEA, a law that's been a game-changer since 1975. To clarify for beginners, IDEA isn't just a policy, it's a civil rights landmark that mandates free, appropriate public education for children with disabilities from birth up to age 21. Before this law, many of these kids were often turned away from schools or stuck in inadequate settings where they missed out on real learning and basic protections. IDEA also provides funding to help states cover the costs, making it possible for tailored support like speech therapy or assistive technology. These cuts are part of a larger wave of reductions announced in a court filing by government attorneys amid the continuing shutdown, totaling 466 layoffs at the Education Department alone and over 4,200 jobs government-wide. But here's where it gets controversial. While the department hasn't confirmed exact numbers for the Special Education Office, union leaders are crying foul. Rachel Gittleman, president of AFGE Local 252, which represents many education department workers, stated, based on accounts from staff and supervisors, it appears that all leftover personnel in OSERS, including those in the Office of Special Education Programs, OSEP, and the Rehabilitative Services Administration, RSA, have been unlawfully terminated. She warned that the damage to the 7.5 million students with disabilities nationwide is just starting to unfold. Affected workers received notices indicating they'd stay on until December 9th, but the immediate concerns are profound. NPR chatted with about 6 federal employees who lost their jobs, all from OSERS, as well as past officials connected to the office. They painted a picture of critical duties now hanging in the balance, creating a gaping hole for states, school systems, and families. Under IDEA, states submit yearly data to OSERS to prove they're meeting requirements, along with plans to access the billions in funding. OSERS reviewers analyze this info, spot issues, and can launch probes if states slip up, intentionally or not. They also lend a hand with technical guidance. Without these experts, as one worker put it, there's no check to ensure every child with disabilities receives the services they're guaranteed. Plus, the team handles direct pleas from parents nationwide, helping them navigate rights under disability laws or fight back against unfair denials. People don't realize the volume of daily calls from worried families, shared one impacted staffer. Now, those calls will go unanswered. But here's the twist that's dividing opinions. President Trump has long advocated for devolving education back to the states, and this dismantling of the education department fits into that vision. While these layoffs don't immediately halt funding to states, they raise alarms about future accountability. A state special education director, who spoke anonymously to avoid possible reprisals, expressed deep worry. "I feel anxious about this. It's reassuring to have federal watchdogs ensuring states stay on track," they said. The idea of handing over special education entirely to states might sound appealing, but it's terrifying. What if one state bends the rules one way while another takes a different path? And this is the part most people miss, the potential illegality lurking beneath the surface. Multiple sources challenge the cut's legitimacy, pointing out that federal statutes mandate an active Office of Special Education Programs within the Department of Education to handle funding and oversight. Shutting it down by firing everyone, they argue, would normally need congressional approval. Right now, the federal government itself is violating disability law, one OSERS employee told NPR. Another pondered, where will families turn when there's no one left to help? As we wrap this up, it's clear this isn't just policy. It's a pivotal moment that could reshape how we support our kids. What do you think? Is returning education to the states a bold step toward freedom, or a risky gamble that leaves vulnerable children behind? Do you believe these cuts are a smart efficiency move, or an unjust attack on civil rights? Share your thoughts in the comments. Do you agree, disagree, or see a middle ground? Let's discuss.